Hey guys, welcome back once again. For those of you new here, hello, welcome, my name is Evie, and today we're going to be playing some Sims 4. We're going to build a little tiny as eco as I can make it, tiny home. Is it tiny? Is it micro? We're going to go for the 32 square tiny home. I always go I can't pronounce it, Brindleton Bay. I always called it Brittleton Bay, and I realise now that I've just been ignoring a small chunk of the actual word, and it is Brindleton. Lo and behold. Let's go Willow Creek. Let's go basic. And let's go Potter's Play. I'm trying to think. I'm not going to necessarily set any price for this. I'm just going to let my creative juices, yes, creative juices. I'm going to get moist with creativity. I'm just going to let them flow. I'm going to let them go and we're going to have a fun time. So I really wanted to do something wild. Now that we've got ladders in this game, I was thinking about how I could potentially make a 3-story 32 square, you heard me correct, 32 square house. That's our block, that's our house. It's a little tall, wow, okay, can I be in focus please, camera? Excuse me, yes, it is I, thank you. It's gonna be a tall boy. I feel like I'm out of focus again, can you please focus on me, camera? Thank you. It's nice that you're actually doing your job for once. It's a long, skinny, tall boy. Why? I'm not too sure, but why not is really more to the question. So while we're here, let's chuck on a roof. We know that roofing is my weakness. I feel like it'd make more sense if this was actually not a wall, but like, let's delete that for a second. Can I put like the half walls? I feel like I probably didn't actually have to delete that, did I? I could have just clicked on it and made it into half walls, but look, here we are. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks better. The other one was just a little bit absurd. So, I mean, this is probably a little bit absurd. Actually, no. Welcome to the world of Evie, where everything is indecisive and can never get decided on at a fast, timely manner. Maybe I'm still not set on those. We'll see how we go. Theoretically, that could, what? They counted that? God damn it. Of course they would. Traitorous. Because I do know that there is ways about cheating that whole thing where you can, of course. Is it like click and drag a wall in and it doesn't count it as it? Or something along the lines of that? So let's just say if I went, and then it's technically if I move it into place, it doesn't count it as a room. Did I cheat the system or is the system meant to be cheated? That's the real question. I kind of want to put it like there. I mean, obviously they can't get through that. Like, is that how it's gonna have to go? I feel like that is how it's gonna have to go. Okay, well that'll be fine. I feel like it'd probably make more sense for that to be a little bit higher, but I don't think I want that. I want them to be able to fall off the edge. Now, before I get too excited by all of this, I am gonna chuck a couple of doors on, just so I can have a rough idea of what this place is going to look like. So I feel like it'd make sense to go like kitchen, bathroom, all that jazz, downstairs, potentially. I've also got to remember that there will be a ladder coming up somewhere here. So I feel like if that's the case, I'm going to have to go with a single bed. Now I'm just going to put a single bed in here just to get a rough idea of the furniture. This is not the final furniture. Ooh, do I want to go? I feel like it'd make sense to have the university shower. But then where do I put the sink? This do be a problem, eh? But only a really like minuscule problem because realistically, I could just have them wash their hands in the kitchen sink. Hear me out. That could work. Okay, so let's just go kitchen. Let's go some funky cabinets. I mean, these are gonna change, so we don't have to worry too much about it. This really is a tiny home, isn't it? It do be very small. And if that is the case, I feel like a ladder. I should have placed the ladder down before I got too excited by the rest of it, but I got ahead of myself. I can't do it there, really, can I? No, because then that I think that opens it up to the actual outside, which isn't going to work very well. Okay, that'll have to do, won't it? Yes, it will have to do. Just the more I think about it, the more I feel like I kind of want to swap the toilet and the kitchen around. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna have to do it. That could be a new play. And then if we go the ladder over on this little bad boy right here, tucked away just there, we can also have maybe like, could do a TV. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's what I'm doing. If I at least put the fridge there, then I think I can actually fit in a cheeky extra counter. Yeah, see, that works, doesn't it? I don't know if they can prepare on corner ones, can they? I'm gonna have to play test this before I commit to that, because I kind of want a sink there. Seeing as I don't have a sink in that bathroom at all. Unless, let me just, theoretically I can put the toilet in the shower. No, I can't do that. But maybe I can put a sink above the toilet. Like, that's not an unusual thing. I have been to a toilet before where the sink was like in the top of it there. Kind of need a person so I can test that out, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how crazy my idea is. Let's chuck in a mirror of sorts. Just a plain old simple one. I feel like there's probably not many that'll be the right size. Okay, let's chuck that on there. That'll be fine. I'm talking myself through this as if you guys completely understand what I'm talking about. I like it a little bit quirky. I like it not quite centered, not quite similar on either side. I kind of forgot that I'd actually need a back door, which might actually cause a problem here. Unless, hold up a second. Theoretically, I could put a door here and it should work. Okay, just something like that. I don't know if I do like the hedges, but we'll go with it for the time being. Why does that look like a different color up there? I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to ask. Okay. Now it all seems the same. It is weird looking, isn't it? Definitely is. I think it's the fact that there's also no real roof on this. Like, it's kind of my ideal house because I don't have to roof it, and we all know how terrible I am at roofing things. But at the same time, it kind of looks really weird because there is no roof. Yeah, that's the kind of pickle I'm in. Where is my mailbox? There it is. I feel like this little hideaway here would be a perfect spot for a bin, so let me chuck that in before I forget to put a bin on this bad boy. I don't want to put a bin there. Maybe I can put the bin here. I was so confident I wanted the bin there, but really, no. No, sir, not today. I think I do want... I feel like the tiny living one is pretty cute. I think I do prefer it to kind of go that way. And actually, doing that, I think it'll allow me to put a TV against this wall. Let's do the red. Let's be wild. Let's do it. Like, why is that sticking out? Like, no, I don't want the TV to jut out from the wall. Like, have they always been like that? Have I always just looked at it on the wrong angle? Maybe that is the case. Okay, let's put a small TV. I feel like maybe the tiny living one might be best. Yes, see, that is what I'm talking about. That is what we want, kind of. Maybe. Like, I know, I'm pretty sure I can put a TV on top of that. That might have just been a big brain move. That's what that might have been. Let's go decorations. I still haven't even painted the inside of these walls. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, they might be slightly levitating. That'll have to be okay. And what, a box of tissues? Have we got some perfume? What do we want to chuck on here? Yeah, I feel like I do want a nice green roof on this. I mean, I know that kind of seems absurd, but I feel like that's what I want to do, and nobody's actually here to stop me right now. Okay, let's get onto the walls here, which I think for the kitchen, I might even want like a nice... Wood on wood could be a little bit aggressive though. What about like a masonry one? Why do I not hate that? When I know that I should hate it, but I just don't. I was contemplating whether or not I could make an island and then be able to sit at the island, but I'm pretty sure that's a solid no. Which I actually think I might have to go something like that. I don't mind the industrial look to that, but I also know that I'm only going to be able to have one chair there. But really, this is a one-person house, so like that's just gonna have to be it. Let's chuck in a fire alarm before I forget, because I do want the fire brigade to actually be able to rock up. I'm gonna put a sink there, but I also don't know if I can actually have a sink there. Can they prep on corner ones? I'm just not sure. Okay. The more I'm looking at these spotted walls, the more I think I'd prefer an actual just like a dark color on the wall. Oh, an apple clock. I mean, it kind of goes with the red theme, eh? Or is that just ridiculous? It could be ridiculous, but here we are. I mean, look at us. This is mildly ridiculous in the first place. Okay, let's chuck on a light. Ooh, what funky light do we have? That night owl toy looks terrifying. That's a big no-no. No thank you, not today. Some smaller rugs, but I forgot that I can make my own size rugs whenever I feel like it. Yeah, nice. I feel like maybe a full-length mirror right there could be beautiful. Chef kiss. I feel like just a small rug in here and maybe some decorations up on the wall behind like the sink would be perfect. Oh, I don't have a bin. Oh, shit. Where can I put that? I mean, there's one just outside the door. That'll be okay, won't it? Or can they not use that? Like, how cute does that look? Like, using that little cheat to put, I thought that was a toothbrush holder, little knickknacks everywhere. Beautiful. I don't know why it's taking me so long to try and figure it out. Is there a toothbrush holder? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, there's only one person in here. So the fact that there's that many toothbrushes is mildly concerning. Just like a couple of little plants. Nothing crazy, you know? Like, ideally, this is like my dream. My dream, isn't it? Like, just having a full... That's huge, but it's a funky tree. I mean, I don't hate the look of that. I don't mind a little bit of clutter up on that top part. I mean, let's make this lavish, shall we? Let's chuck in a pool. Water reeds? Ooh, that could be really fun. I mean, I know that seems lavish for a tiny home. And I'm not even going to try and deny that it's not. Okay, so I just chucked up kind of like a raised garden bed here. If you guys are interested in seeing how it's done, I literally just put a half wall, like the smallest half wall possible, and then just raised some of the shrubs. Reasonably straightforward. If you guys were wondering how I did that, that's how I did it. I mean, it's far from perfect though. What have I created? I don't even know anymore. I mean, that wasn't my intention at all to put this everywhere, but kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of dig it. I just like the fact that it actually jolts out a smidge. Is that weird? Yes. Have I accepted it? Yes. Am I done? I think so. Let's take this bad boy down. Not that far down though. See, those columns could be annoying to play with, unless... Yeah, they might be frustrating. That might have been a bad mistake, but it looks funky from the outside. I like it more than like the automatic ones that they put on because I can't seem to figure out how the hell to get them to do what I want them to do. This is my funky little, technically 3-story micro home. 32 tiles. That is all that is there. That is ridiculous, right? Like, that feels ridiculous to me. But this is it. Okay, let's start at the very bottom. Let's go in. I put the mailbox over here. I thought that could be a funky, different idea, but I don't know if it's working. You come in and, yeah, mind the columns. You come in just straight up at the kitchen. Kitchen, bathroom, combo. I mean, I say combo, but it's just on the same floor. We go up, and you got this funky red bedroom. I just wanted to give it a little bit of quirkiness. I feel like I haven't used the red before, so I just really wanted to mix it up ever so slightly, but it's just a single bed. Like, this is just for somebody who likes to be by themselves. They're happy, they're a bit of a loner. They're happy just chilling, making flowers, all that fun stuff. You could, of course, if you did have the eco pack here, swap that for the candle station. I'm not sure how many tiles that is, but that could be a pretty funky change out. But yeah, this is it. I mean, it really is just a pillar. I've tried to make it look a little bit different. Do I want to bring that across to there? Yeah, I think I do. I think that looks better. Okay. I mean, it's still a pillar. It kind of looks like two little cubes stacked on top of each other. But, I mean, that's a vibe. But this is it. This is my 32 tile, 3-story micro home. I did it. I mean, I didn't actually think I probably could. But I did it, and it somehow worked. I mean, ideally, I'd like to put a double bed, not a single bed, because then you can at least have 2 adults living here. I think you could probably weasel around some of the spots to make that work. I feel like if you maybe got rid of... Change the position of one of the doors on the 2nd floor, you might be able to fit a Murphy bed in, even, so you can access that door and not have to worry about it. Let's call it the redonkulous... Wow, okay, well there's a... Redonkulous. I know that's also not how you spell it. Redonkulous micro home. I mean, I feel like if I did do this all on the one floor and not make it 3 levels high, for some reason I like to torture myself, you could probably have actually quite a spacious house, as well as having kind of the roof if you cheat, like I did on the balcony, just so they could climb up the top. I feel like you could have it pretty damn lush. But thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you guys did enjoy. I will, of course, upload this to the gallery if you are wanting to find it. I will leave all the links for it down below. Thank you guys once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!